KATSEYE, Gabriela, let's talk about it. How y'all doing? Welcome to Let's Talk About It, Music Reviews Season 11. How y'all doing? Welcome to the show. Guys, we got a really good episode for you today. We got KATSEYE once again. Now, guys, we talked about KATSEYE a little bit ago when they dropped that new song called Gnarly. And honestly, I'll be real. I thought Gnarly was a really good song. You know, the only thing about Gnarly was the lyrics, in my opinion. The lyrics kind of toned down the song a little bit, and I couldn't really take it that seriously. But guys, Gabriela is a new song by him, and honestly, I'm going to be real, this is a totally different switch-up. I mean, this is a different sound, this is a different, whole, genre, I guess you could say. Gnarly kind of reminded me of, a lot of K-pop songs really trying to appeal to the younger generation. Let's put in more of the trap elements, let's put in some more of the rap elements on here, but it's going to be a little bit more pop, just to get that addicting hook, or get that addicting verse. And I'm going to be real, guys, even with the shitty lyrics from Gnarly, they still easily got stuck in my head. I'm going to just be honest with y'all. So let's talk about this song right now. First of all, I want to say that, Gabriela, the music video, I think it's a really cool, creative idea. Now, at the end of the music video, where everybody was, getting on the floor and, meowing and shit, when I saw that, I was like, alright, what the hell am I even watching at this point? Or there's this moment where this, Google, vehicle comes on, and she's just standing there, and I'm just... there's a few parts of this music video that were, a little bit weird to me. But other than that, guys, this music video was really fun. Now, I think this is trying to take on a novella, if you know what that is. It's a TV show. So they're trying to take that, a TV show format and try to turn that into a whole music video. So I don't do music video reviews, but if I did do one, I'd say this is a pretty creative music video. Just the end of it was a little bit weird, so I have to tone that down a little bit. So let's move on now. Let's talk about the song. Let's start off with the instrumental. Now, this instrumental is pretty much, we got the guitar, we got the pop beat. That's kind of the two things that we got here. There's not much to it. The only sound effects that I'm guessing were from the music video. I'm guessing these sound effects are not actually in the song. But I do like how the guitar gets a moment where, it gets a little bit of a switch up. But I will say, guys, it's kind of that guitar and then beat. The guitar, some drums. There is some moments where the beat switches, but I will be real. I really wish there was more beat switches. I really wish there was, just some better beat switches. I wish, maybe we could have got an instrumental switch up. But I do like the guitar. It sounds really good. It's not that basic-ass guitar loop. And that's what I do like. It's not that basic-ass guitar loop, guys. So many times I've listened to songs that have had that basic guitar-ass loop, and it just throws off the whole song. Just makes the whole song sound boring. We definitely don't have that here with this new KATSEYE song, which is really nice in my opinion, which I really do like. Also, too, I really like the drums, and I really like how the bass, it has this punchy type feeling. It's really punchy in my opinion. It really, has all those elements there, so I do like that. And one of the things that I really do also enjoy is the fact that we also get, the drums are really heavy, but the bass, I really like the 808s on this song. I feel like the 808s are one of those things that's kind of taken a step back in recent, music production way. But I really love how, guys, the 808s just get so much to shine here, just get so much to really, stand out in my opinion, which is really nice. So that's really good. But now, guys, not everything's the instrumental now. Let's move on. The beat's kind of okay. It's good. It gets the job done, but it's nothing that I'm going, this is crazy. It's not like Gnarly's beat. Gnarly's beat was so fucking good that I don't think Gabriela is on that level at all. But I think this is a nice change up, a nice switch up to what you're, used to getting here, which is really nice. But now let's move on and let's go over all the verses. Guys, if we're going to keep covering KATSEYE, I will eventually learn all the group members' names, but for now, we're just going to, you know, do this how we usually do with these, like, K-pop. I don't know what this group is. A global, I guess they're like a global pop group. You know, they have a different mix of, you know, all, like, I guess, like, regions, I guess you could say. You know, they have a whole variety of people here. So it's a global type group here. So I do like the beginning verse. The beginning verse did throw me off a little bit, but I do like how we get so many more vocal switches in this song. Gnarly kind of felt like, you know, it was the same flow. It was the same vocal style throughout the whole entire song. This is really having those multiple vocal switches that I do like. I really like the singing on here, and that's going to move on to the hook. Now, here's my problem with this song. The verses do not feel very finished. I do like there's a moment where the song switches languages a little bit, goes from more of a Spanish route. That's, I would say, a Spanish bridge, I guess you could say, which is really cool in my opinion. You get that Spanish bridge. That's really nice. I like that switch up. Brings a lot more to the song, but I would wish the verses just got a little bit more time to them. I feel like they're really short in my opinion. They just don't really, you know, pan out. So I really wish we get some, you know, better verses here, some longer verses. You know, flows and vocals, even though each member is changing, you know, we're having all these K-pop-like switch-ups. The K-pop-like switch-ups are not working because there's no flow switches. So like a group like Blackpink, if we want to go on the K-pop route, if they're going to have all these different flow switches, you'll notice when it goes from Lisa can do all these different flow switches. Then it's going to go to Jennie. Jennie can kind of melodically sing and also rap at the same time too. And then it's going to switch to Jisoo, and Jisoo can sing her ass off and she can completely flip the whole entire song. When you're doing all these different switch-ups and they are just doing the same flow and the same vocal style from each different member, that's not a switch-up. That's just kind of keeping it the same throughout the track, in my opinion. So I really wish these verses would just get just a little bit more time to cook in the oven. You know, I just feel like it needs some more time to cook. But let's move on to the hook, which is my favorite part of the song. The Gabriela hook absolutely goes hard. I think it easily can get stuck in your head. I like there's that little vocal switch. I like the singing on this hook. The singing really shows out on here. You know, if you didn't think KATSEYE could really sing, well, here's your chance now. They can really sing their ass off with this Gabriela song. The background vocals, too, really help out this hook. So, yeah, guys, when we talk about this song, KATSEYE, Gabriela, guys, I really enjoy the hook. The hook is probably my favorite part. Verses are just okay, in my opinion, and then I will say the beat's just kind of okay, too. But this is a really nice change-up. I really like this little bit of a switch-up. And this song is definitely better than Gnarly. If you were really if you really love the sound of Gnarly, but you just can't listen to it because of how unserious the lyrics are. I mean, let's just be real. Hottie, hottie like a bag of Takis. I would rather shoot myself than sing that in public. I'll just be real. I mean, I'm sure you wouldn't want to do that too. So this song's a nice switch up. The lyrics are not crazy cringe. The only thing that, you know, was like, oh, here we go. You know, they did say twin in the beginning. I was honestly hoping for more. They did twin so many times in Gnarly. They only said it once here. So if you like this a little bit of more of a switch up, better lyrics on here, this song is definitely for you. Guys, this is an easy 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10, guys. What did y'all think about it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? I don't know. Let me know. Guys, if you're on YouTube, Spotify, Pandora, wherever you get your podcast app, make sure you follow, turn on notifications, guys. We're dropping new content every day. And make sure you come back on Tuesday morning. Tuesday morning, we'll be dropping a recap of College Football 26 Dynasty Deep Dive. I'll be doing a whole recap. We'll be going over my thoughts, how I'm feeling about Dynasty on there. So make sure you check that out, guys. I'll see y'all later. Have a good one.